तो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम लोग यूनिट 2 में स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं मॉर्फोलॉजी इन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स। तो मॉर्फोलॉजी इन फ्लावरिंग प्लांट्स में आज हम लोग रिप्रोडक्टिव मॉर्फोलॉजी के बारे में पढ़ेंगे, यानी फ्लावर के बारे में आज आप पढ़ेंगे। तो मॉर्फोलॉजी morpha means form, morpha means form or structure, and logos means study. So study of external forms, study of external forms of a plant called morphology. So a study of external form of plants called morphology. So morphology is divided into vegetative morphology, and second reproductive morphology. Reproductive morphology. So in vegetative morphology, we will study about root, stem and leaves. This is root, stem and leaves. Suppose root, stem and leaves. And among reproductive morphology, we will study flower, inflorescence, pollination, fertilization, fruits and seeds. Fruits and seeds. So today we will discuss about reproductive morphology and especially about the flower. Now flower. So a study of flower called anthology. A study of flower called anthology. Anthesis means opening of flower. Anthesis means opening of flower. So flower that open called chasmogamous flower. Flower that open called chasmogamous. Chasmogamous flower. And flower that never open or open after pollination and fertilization. Pollination and fertilization called clistogamous flower. The clistogamous flower. So more about chasmogamous and clistogamous flower I will discuss in chapter 2, that is reproduction in flowering plants. Now, what is flower? Largest flower, smallest flower. Largest flower. Largest flower is Rafflesia. Rafflesia. Rafflesia is a total root parasite. A total root parasite. So we have a question for medical. So this question has been asked many times in medical exams. Total root parasite is, so total root parasite is, answer is Rafflesia, and Rafflesia having largest flower of the world. So remember, in Rafflesia, pollination occurs by carrion flies and dispersal of seed occurs by an elephant. So two more questions. Pollination in Rafflesia takes place by carrion flies. So remember, flower of Rafflesia smell लाइक रॉटेन मीट, सड़े हुए मीट के जैसा इसमें से गंध आती है, और ये इस कैरियन फ्लाई को अपने तरफ अट्रैक्ट करता है फ्लावर, जिससे पॉलिनेशन हो जाता है। एंड डिस्पर्सल ऑफ सीड, dispersal of seed takes place by an elephant. सीड का डिस्पर्सल एलिफेंट के द्वारा होता है। तो ये क्वेश्चन आता है मेडिकल के लिए, जो याद रखना होगा। नाउ नेक्स्ट इज स्मॉलेस्ट फ्लावर। The smallest flower is Ulfia. The smallest flower is Ulfia. Now, definition of flower. What is flower? So answer is flower is modified and condensed. So flower is modified and condensed shoot. Now, what is shoot? So remember, plant part above soil, that is the stem and leaf. The stem and leaf, both stem and leaves together called shoot. So plant part above soil, root is under soil, and stem and leaf above soil. So both stem and leaf together called shoot. The stem modified into thalamus and leaf modified into floral leaves. Thus, a flower gets formed. A stem modified into thalamus or torus or receptacle. Thalamus, torus or receptacle, leaf modified into floral leaves. So floral leaves is sepal, petal, the stamen and carpel. Sepal, petal, stamen and carpel, these are floral leaves. So remember, leaf on stem is present at node. So point where leaf is present on the stem called node, and part of a stem between two successive nodes called internode. Internode. So according to definition, flower is modified and condensed shoot. So what is condensed shoot? Condensed shoot means Suppose this is lower node and the second node is here. Now leaves are very close to each other. Now this condition called condense form. Condense. Similar structure is shown by sepal, petal, stamen and carpel when they are present on a modified stain, that is thalamus. So according to diagram, I will clear it. So look here. Suppose this one is thalamus. Thalamus. And thalamus is modified stem. The stem possesses many nodes and internodes. It means thalamus possesses many nodes and internodes. So suppose first node possesses sepal. Suppose this one is sepal. Second node having petal. Third node having a stamen. And last node having carpel or pistil. Stamen and carpel. The stamen and carpel. So first internode, node and space between the two nodes called internode. So this is first internode between sepal and petal. First internode between sepal and petal. It is called anthophore. Found in silene. So example is silene. Second internode between petal and stamen called androphore. Example passiflora. Third internode between stamen and carpel. Called gynophore. So third internode between stamen and carpel called gynophore. Now, sometimes thalamus get extended and indent inside carpel and divide the carpel into two halves. So extended thalamus that indent the ovary chamber of carpel, it is called carpophore. Carpophore. And carpophore that divide the carpel into two halves. So each half of a carpel called mericard. Mericard, each half, and this one is carpophore. And good example of carpophore, answer is coriander, dhania, cumin, jeera, and fennel, saunf. So dhania, jeera, and saunf, coriander, cumin, and fennel having carpophore, that is extended thalamus that enter inside the carpel or pistil and divide the carpel or pistil into two halves, each half called mericard. In Cleomganandra, or Ganandropsis ganandra, both androphore and gynophore are present together. Both androphore and gynophore are present together so-called gynandrophore or androgynophore or gynoandrophore. So VBI question for medical exam. VBI question for medical exam where carpophore is present or where both androphore and gynophore are present. तो अभी आप देख रहे हैं सेपल सबसे लोएस्ट नोड पर है, ऊपर वाले पर पेटल है और ऊपर वाले पर स्टामेन है और सबसे ऊपर में कार्पेल या पिस्टिल लगा हुआ है। लेकिन अगर हम सबको दबा करके एक साथ क्लोज कर दें, कंडेंस कर दें, तब आप ये नहीं बता सकते हैं कि कहां से सेपल और कहां से पेटल निकला। माइक्रोस्कोप में ही सिर्फ आपको ऐसा नजर आ सकता है जैसा कि अभी आपको हम दिखा रहे हैं। इसलिए फ्लावर का डेफिनेशन होता है कंडेंस शूट। कंडेंस, जो शूट कंडेंस फॉर्म में हो, जिसमें लीव्स काफी क्लोज आ गया हो, तो these are floral leaves, sepal, petal, stamen and carpels are floral leaves and they are very close to each other, so called flowers. Now, the structure of flower, typical flower. Typical flower. This one is thalamus. Carpel. Stamen. Petals. And sepals. So in this diagram, you cannot differentiate internodes from nodes. All nodes and internodes are very close to each other. They can be separated from each other under microscope only. So called condensed flower. Figure a typical flower. Having sepal, petal, stamen and carpel or pistil. So sepal, unit of calyx. Unit of corolla. Unit of androecium. Androecium is male sex organ. Male sex organ. And pistil is unit of gynoecium. Female sex organ. So outermost horn, सबसे बाहरी घेरा कैलिक्स का होगा यानी सेपल का होगा. उसके अंदर सेकेंड जो होल्ड होगा, सेकेंड घेरा या चक्कर जिसको कहेंगे हम, वो पेडल का होगा यानी कोरोला का होगा. इसके बाद थर्ड जो होल्ड होगा वो स्टामेन का होगा और सबसे लास्ट में सबसे अंदर का जो पार्ट होगा वो कार्पेल और पिस्टिल होगा. ये दोनों पार्ट एसेसरी पार्ट कहलाते हैं. सहायक होते हैं रिप्रोडक्शन के लिए, क्योंकि फ्लावर जो है वो एक रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन है. सो व्हाट इज फ्लावर? रिप्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गन. And remember, flower is present only in angiospermic plant. Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta and Gymnosperm all lacks flowers. They are called non-flowering plants. याद रखना है, Thallophyta, Bryophyta, Pteridophyta and Gymnosperms, they lacks flowers, so called non-flowering plants. Only one flowering plant in the world, answer is angiospermic plant. तो सिर्फ एंजियोस्पर्मिक प्लांट में ही फ्लावर होते हैं. और एक फ्लावर में कैलिक्स या कोरोला या आप कह सकते हैं सेपल या पेटल, ये एसेसरी पार्ट हैं. रिप्रोडक्शन में ये हिस्सा नहीं लेंगे. रिप्रोडक्शन में मेल फीमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन हिस्सा लेगा. इसलिए इस दोनों को, कार्पेल और स्टामेन को, आप एक साथ, इस दोनों को आप एक साथ बोलेंगे इसेंशियल होल्ड या इसेंशियल पार्ट. ये हो गया इसेंशियल पार्ट और होल्ड. क्योंकि इसके एब्सेंस में रिप्रोडक्शन पॉसिबल नहीं होगा. दोनों सेक्स ऑर्गन, मेल फीमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन का होना आवश्यक है. इसलिए कार्पेल और स्टामेन फ्लावर के लिए इसेंशियल होल्ड या इसेंशियल पार्ट होते हैं. अ प्लांट, फर्स्ट चैप्टर में हम आपको पढ़ा चुके हैं अ प्लांट पोजेसेस मेल एंड फीमेल फ्लावर, मेल फ्लावर एंड फीमेल फ्लावर, then plant called monoecious, plant called monoecious plant. Monoecious plant, remember, when a plant possesses bisexual flower, bisexual flower means a plant having both male and female sex organ, this is female and male. Bisexual flower, this is unisexual flower. So this flower possesses only male part, it means this flower is staminate flower, staminate flower. This flower having only female part, so it is called pistillate flower. But when flower possesses both male and female sex organ, then it is called bisexual flower. So remember, a plant possesses bisexual flower. So flower is bisexual, but plant called monoecious. Plant is monoecious. Flower never become monoecious or dioecious. Plant never become unisexual or bisexual. Remember this condition. Dioecious, when a plant possesses only male or female sex organ, then this plant called dioecious. ये हम आपको रिवीजन करवा रहे हैं, ऑलरेडी फर्स्ट चैप्टर में हम आपको बता चुके हैं, एक्सप्लेनेशन दे चुके हैं हम इसका। आज हम आपको दो टर्म बताने जा रहे हैं कि अगर ये फ्लावर में फीमेल सेक्स ऑर्गन हो, मेल सेक्स ऑर्गन नहीं हो, पिस्लेट फ्लावर, जैसे आप डायग्राम में देख लें,